What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's What It Is podcast. Now, guys, we had to pre-record this one yesterday because Jack the Bus is currently going on vacation. You'll hear everything going on about this in the podcast. However, guys, this was supposed to be a fan episode. However, Darkcrafts had to do something. He had something that came up. He had to go somewhere, and he could not make the podcast, so it's okay. We'll have him on sometime later on in the future. But, guys, just please know that next week we'll be back live this time. But we wanted to make this podcast because we felt bad that we weren't back for the past 2 weeks. Jack the Bus has been really busy with Apex Legends. I've been really busy with the live stream with ZWL. So guys, hope you enjoyed this week's It Is What It Is podcast. And I will see you guys all right in the next one. What is up,
oh my God,
every single lady and gentleman listening, watching to the It Is What It Is podcast? Fellas, today you're seeing an empty below. Nobody is down there today because Near-Die cannot make it this episode, and Darkcrafts, who was gonna be our fan episode, was a no-show, Jack. A fucking no-show. What happened?
Disappointing, man.
What
I'll
happened?
Tell you what.
Man, we had Rumor do this to us. We had plus John. Not plus John. Oh my God, my mistakes. My father. Now I have Darkcrafts. Now I have Harley.
Yeah, Johnny didn't do that to us.
My father is calling me.
Well, answer. You need to answer him.
Hello, Father. I'm in the middle of a podcast, so let's make this quick.
Where's Mommy?
In the living room.
Alright, tell her.
What?
Tell her to call me.
Okay. Mother!
I'll stall. Hey guys, welcome back to another Jack the Bus video. Today, we are talking about Turbo and why he still has a Christmas tree up for some reason, even though it's March. Okay, no, we gotta stop because it offends him.
I'm sorry,
Turbo.
what? I'm sorry, what?
Huh? What happened?
Huh?
I was just speaking some truths.
People, you know,
This feels classic because the podcast, a lot of the older episodes was just me and you.
June 16th, Jack. That's the stat I wanted to get. June 16th was the last It Is What It Is podcast that we had to record.
Not right.
Bye-bye. You see, Jack?
Guys, it's your turn.
You see?
That's not right though.
Let me call our pastel.
Oh,
not
really?
doing it live. We
Yeah,
had
it's
to record
weird.
it.
It's weird not doing it live.
And you know what's funny, Jack? First of all, we should just let people know that this is our first time, like, almost speaking for a long time as well. Because you've been busy with Apex and shit like that, and I feel like once Apex came out, that was when, like, we first started, like, we didn't do we had Fantastical on when Apex was right there, and then now, we had me with ZWL still, it's not over yet, semifinals are coming on, and one more week of it, and I feel like that, that's been stopping the podcast. So me and Jack, we caught up once just to hear each other's voice, and
Hops on a call. I know Turbo missed me. It's okay.
That's it. You know what? I did miss you because let me explain to you what my week has been. And this is all weeks have been. It's literally been me waking up, me looking at things that have been changing in Black Ops 4 Zombies, me practicing, like actually having to play the game multiple times to even just make it to the semifinals, in which the Brooklyn Bombers did. And how, we don't know. Even ourselves, we don't know. But
even I don't know.
I know, man. I know. Even it's funny.
If you had to say one of y'all carried, would you say? Who would you say? Johnny? That's what I was gonna say.
Because John, we wouldn't even be in the semifinals, I think, if John didn't get us
clutch,
all in that clutch, Dead of the Night Easter egg. And that was amazing. First of all, this whole experience in ZWL has been amazing. It's been if you guys do not know what ZWL is, it's Zombies World League, which is a affiliation event of ZWC, and it's so far it's going good. No Thumbs crew, which is Glitching Queen, Not Fortnite, Greg FPS, Damon That Game, myself. We have Red Austin 27, MC Sports Talk doing the hosting. It's an event, Jack. It's an event, and enough of zombies, right now, because I think we have a lot of better things to talk to Jack. Jack, you've been involved deeply in the world of Apex. And I don't think we've actually had a podcast, Jack, talking about Apex ever since. No.
Yeah, I don't think so, because we've had Fantastical, and then we missed the week that Apex came out. So it's been a weird month.
And you and Yedai haven't been on the show when Fantastical was on. So this is the first. And I ain't even on this one. It's just been crazy.
It's been a
Jack,
weird month.
It's been
sure.
February. February was definitely a weird month.
It's because it came out of nowhere. Like they were just like, "Hey guys, we're announcing the game." Everybody's like, "Okay, we'll see what it is." And
well, Jack, I need to know right now, and you better settle down and give us your right and your real answer, like a priest was asking you this question. Jack, I need to know, how has it been changing and transitioning to Apex Legends, and then finding success within it, and then continuing to do it, but still having that mind wrapped around of, Jesus, it all changed so fast. Things have been changing so fast and so long. How'd you wrap your mind around that, Jack?
The thing about transitioning, it wasn't hard at all, because right whenever... right, I joke about this a lot with some people I talk about, because right whenever Apex came out, I was at a very low point. I was like, dude, I don't want to play COD anymore. I don't want to play this anymore.
Go back to the podcast,
Fortnite.
Me busting your balls. What are you gonna post, Jack?
Yeah, I was like talking to a friend. I'm like, dude, I might just like post like League of Legends. I don't know, dude, because like that's the only game I play like casually.
Yeah, that's what you were streaming at the time.
Yeah, and it was either that or Anthem, and I'd played Anthem, and it's okay, I guess, but I couldn't base my whole channel around it. I really think. I just relate to Battle Royales the most in terms of content, but it was a lifesaver for sure, because it like reignited that creation spark in me to make things.
And right now, we can see even a little bit setting, like, it's starting to simmer down the hype a little bit of Apex Legends. Like, right now, I heard, like, they made an update change, and people are already like, oh, what the fuck are they doing now? Like, don't be another fuck. Because that's something we can get into after a little bit, you can get into after. But just in general, like, going back to what I was saying with you and Apex, me being an outsider, Jack, me sitting here, still trying to find the little electricity left, Jack. I'm still trying to find the little electricity left in Black Ops 4 Zombies, and it's a struggle, and it's a fight. And as I'm still doing it, I look on YouTube one day. Jack got a knife, and then this knife, Jack. This knife.
That knife is such a meme.
This knife, Jack. I'm like, okay, he did an opening. I click on it. You freak out. I never see you freak out on a lot of things when it comes to in-game stuff, especially when it comes to loot. You're usually the one to be like, "Oh, that's cool," but I used
to lose my mind over like knives in CS:GO, so it was like it was very similar.
So now,
it felt very similar.
now when I see it, and also that's what I get the CS:GO 5. I'm like, is this real money now? I'm not sure what Apex is, so I'm not sure if this is real money. So now I see you freak out. I think your friend's in the call, right, or something. Your friend.
Yeah, we were all unboxing them together, like unboxing packs.
That's insane. So I go and I'm looking at, I'm watching this, and at the time the video had like 200 views, and I'm watching it, and then I'm just like this, and I see you freak out. I'm like, okay, wow, it's a nice knife. Looks very nice, a little shiny, a little metal.
Yeah.
And then it just blows up, and then I'm like this. I'm like,
dude, okay.
What's going on here?
I have a very specific story about this. I literally remember editing that video, and it was like 3 in the morning. I was sitting there editing it. I was like, should I do this little transition like effect? It'd probably take like 10 minutes, and I was like, nah, like 200 people are gonna see this. I'll just render it, dude. If I had known, like,
Jack,
that's the thing about YouTube, man. You never know what video is gonna do it.
Give me your emotion roller coaster. Give me your emotion roller coaster. Give me your emotion schedule so when the video start. Okay, so now I'm gonna probably predict this here. When the video spiked, you were definitely excited. Am I wrong?
It spiked like the first 10 hours. That was what was different, because every other video, if it does well, it'll sit for a little bit, then have a spike, and then just sit for a little bit. This one, like right when I posted it, it just shot up. Like I was so confused on why or how.
Also, and it's funny because I was saying to my head, I was like, this motherfucker would hit that one that hits the algorithm in a game that came out at that time 3 days before, 4 days before, a week before.
Yeah,
crazy, man. No,
I knew whenever it was unboxed, I was like, I gotta post this because people are like, no one knows.
Did you know that was an item that was in the game?
That morning, one person discovered it. It's like a point 1% chance drop rate. Like it's a very small drop rate. And that morning, one person unboxed it, and I remember watching Avery. Avery opened like 300 packs trying to get it, and I was like, dude, people that have this, it's gonna be a big deal. Now it's not even as big of a deal. Like if you posted that now,
that's what I'm saying. I see everybody with it now, just slicing and shit. Is that the one? That knife, you slice and it creates like a blast effect?
No,
or something?
it literally doesn't. That's the thing. It's not even like insane or anything. It just replaces your melee, so it just replaces your fists.
Yeah. For
one of the characters. So they're probably gonna add one for every single character, but that's the only one in the game right now. So it's gonna get progressively worse.
It's gonna get feisty, Jack. It's gonna get
spending
feisty,
money
man.
on this game. I'll tell you what. I already dropped too much on the game, but
don't tell me that, Jack.
Those are my habits with microtransactions.
Don't tell me all your ad revenue on that video went back to the fucking game.
A lot of it, a majority of it, but
no, I would have done the same. I would have done the same.
You gotta
thing.
spend money to make money, you know.
I would have done the same thing. Man,
yeah,
Jack, is this one? Jack, if the New York government sees this as an example of taking loot systems out of the game, will you now be on the other side of the court? Will you now be defending yourself?
But like that's the thing, you can earn them, and you can earn anything in the game without buying it. I think. Can you earn anything? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can earn every single thing without paying a single dollar, which is always what I've been behind. Always a Black Ops 4, you can't do that. There's stuff in the shop in Black Ops 4 that you can't get unless you buy COD points, buy it. But I'm fine with microtransactions as long as it's possible to get anything without spending a dollar.
And right now in Apex, is that really like a big deal? Is it like a problem right now in Apex loot systems and anything like that?
Like getting stuff? No, because I mean it's all cosmetic. The two characters, there's only so you start with 6 characters unlocked. The 2 that are locked, you have to earn them or you can buy them. But it really doesn't take that much time to earn them, and they're not even like they're very lackluster characters. They're not even like the top tier. I think they're taking their time adding stuff because they're very hesitant because they don't want to like, oh, we have this, we have all this new stuff, and then like burn themselves out. They even said they're like we're gonna take our time. Season 1's coming soon, but we're gonna take our time.
What do you think? What do you think is the biggest thing that can lead to their downfall right now, Apex? Like, do you see any like like tails hanging out like that? You can say, oh, that might be a problem. That can lead to a problem. 'Cause, like the biggest thing in Fortnite when they saw in the beginning was, like you said, was the constant like, okay, now we're starting to get too much. They said like they're gonna take their time with it. They're gonna take time updating the game and stuff like that. What do you see being the downfall? Because what I'm seeing right now is, and I even wrote this down as a note, when they I even saw in your video when they made the updates and they nerfed the wingman, they nerfed the guns that majority of the community wanted nerf and stuff like that. Like they wanted the changes, but I'm seeing a lot of like backlash where it's like, okay, here we go now. Like here we go now with the developers affecting the game that came out along. What is one thing you may be scared of right now with the
honestly
game?
I think they're being a little too careful. It's
so you want them to get risky.
Yeah, I mean it's been a month since the game came out. They added one weapon and it was a really bad, I mean it's not good at all. Like you don't use it. I mean, I really think it's going to be a lot different because they've already said they've planned on adding other maps instead of just changing the map. Like Fortnite, I think that's one of the things Fortnite really did wrong. They focused on story over gameplay, and they only changed that one map. They don't have any other maps.
Yeah.
It gets really old after a while, but they got to start. I mean, reason to play. A lot of people are talking about how there isn't enough to grind for because a ton of people are already at level 100. That's max level. There's way too many people at max level.
But when I play Apex, let me give you my rundown. I'm not a battle royale person at all. I snapped Jack one day. I'm like, Jack, I got 6 kills in the game. Is that good?
I was like, aw.
And then Jack's like, okay, Turbo.
But that's good for you because you don't play those games.
No, but let me tell you, when I got 1 kill, I was like, whew, I'm shrouting the motherfucker.
Pick me up face. Like
I'm shrouting the motherfucker. No, and I was loving it because I was using the wingman. It's a nice little... like nice little rhythm you get when you shoot the gun, and then when you run the slide, it's just like you slide. You can go for hours down the slide. I like that. I'm actually currently working on a video what Apex is doing to our children, and I'm gonna go to skate. And you know how like schools have their ramps? Yo, Ricky, look what I can do! And he's gonna slide down a ramp, and I'm gonna have like blood over my knees. Like, oh my god! So I'm working on that.
Yeah, dude, sliding. They did sliding really well. They did sliding how I wish like I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't want to say it's better than Black Ops 3's like power sliding because
Yeah.
I thought Black Ops 3 sliding was really well. But like going down hills is really satisfying because you can turn and shoot and it's accurate.
It's a very smooth game, and you remember the day before, because wasn't it okay? Apex literally. This is what happened with Apex. Apex literally got an EA announced that they're working on a BR. The next day, Apex came out.
Yeah,
Literally,
no,
what happened?
yeah, the subreddit was dying because they found a post on the Titanfall subreddit a year ago in 2018 in February, and it was the Apex map. And someone posted it and said, supposed leak of Apex or of Titanfall Battle Royale map. And it was posted a year ago. And it got like
Right
one up.
under
Like,
their
no one
noses.
believed it. Yeah. It was really funny. I was like, it's been out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy how shit works. You know, it may be crazy for like the developers being like, nobody played our game, that's why they didn't see the poster cut. Or it may be like, look at our marketing strategy or
Yeah.
something.
No, Titanfall has a very dedicated audience too. This is what I've come to learn. They have like a very hard-hitting fan base that has stuck by everything. Like a lot of people were mad they're not making Titanfall 3, but I was surprised with how many people wanted it.
So right now, Jack, if you can give me your ranking system of all the BRs right now in the gaming market.
Damn. Okay, so like PUBG, Apex, H1,
All
Fortnite,
all the mainstream BRs right now.
Minecraft.
No, fuck Minecraft.
In terms of what? Like
Quickly, right now, I'm gonna give you my top,
personal opinion.
top five. Exclude
Damn,
any
but
other
that's not fair
BRs.
because I
Top
love
5 though.
Fortnite.
But I'm putting you on the spot. I'll put myself on the spot right now. I'll give you my answer right now.
Okay, do I have to add Minecraft?
No, I said fuck Minecraft, Jack.
Okay, so PUBG, H1, Fortnite, Apex. Isn't there one more?
You put Fortnite third.
No. I'm
Oh,
getting.
I was gonna
getting
say.
altogether.
Oh, okay. They give me the official list.
PUBG, Apex.
Apex, Fortnite. Wait, so we got H1Z1, PUBG. We got
Apex.
Fortnite, Apex. We have Blackout.
Blackout. That was the last one.
Yeah, Blackout.
Okay.
That's 5.
Okay, number 1. Damn. That's rough because some
Now,
I've loved that.
Are you gonna say Apex? Because
Okay, right
you
now
are
at this
into it?
point in time, Apex because
Okay.
it's what I'm playing. Apex. God, Fortnite, H1, Blackout, PUBG.
Okay. Now, do you see it now when you're playing Apex? When you're playing it, do you say in your head, "Okay, this is the best BR out right now," or do you think if you played another BR, you'll find things better in that game than you would in Apex? Would
A
you
lot of
say this is
BRs
better?
do things differently.
But okay, but now
The most enjoyable to me right now.
but to you. But now, if you went in with an open mind as an ordinary player, like if like, for example, if somebody as a lover of BR, and I know you are a lover of BR, if you didn't even know Apex came out, let's say for example, none of your videos even happened before Apex, you just played Apex for the first time, you hopped in. Okay, when you played Apex for the first time, Jack, what did you think? What was your initial thoughts about that BR being compared to other ones? Because that's the only thing you can do at the time is compare them to the other BRs. So what was your first reaction to the game?
I was really intrigued by it just because of the legend system, how you change characters every game. But I think if you showed me every one on day one release again, I would say Fortnite because Fortnite was the most intriguing with the building aspect. But like there was a time when I loved H1 the most. Like it still has a place in my heart.
Yeah.
But it couldn't keep up. They actually re-released H1. It's called Z1 now, and it was on the top of Twitch the other day. I wonder how many people still playing
The thing with me in Apex is when I play, it's hard for me to find that, like you said, Fortnite's different factor was the walls, the building. Me playing Apex, it's hard for me to find that different factor in Apex, you know? Like, it's hard for me to find, like, oh, that's the game mechanic that'll make me want to play this BR. What is it for you?
Apex? Like I said, mostly the legend system. I think the mechanics in general are a lot better. You know, trios, how it's only trios, you go down together. There's like a lot of very
That's what I
specific
like. I
things
love
that they
this.
did.
I love the drop down, the squat, whoever's his leader can bring it to
Yeah,
where.
Jump
I love
Master.
That. One.
I think the whole med system is a lot better than a lot of other BR. It doesn't
Now
punish you.
that
for
always
mistakes.
confused me because they told the armor and the health system. I was always told that the top one was the orange health, right? It was the orange suit.
Legendary. It's golden.
But don't you have to like work your way up to legendary? You have to like consume.
You just find it.
You find.
No,
I've never found
those
it.
batteries repair. So like
Yeah, those are, yeah.
Helmets don't break or anything, but like the chest armor, whenever it's broken, you have to use batteries that repair it. But you find tiers of armor. You don't like upgrade it
Okay.
until it's gold.
Yeah, because the last time I played Apex was before the BL, so that was 2 weeks ago, and I gotta even say, in my opinion, what you call it, when I hop back to Blackout from Apex, I gotta say the biggest two different things in Apex is when I was like, the sliding, of course, is much faster, but when you're playing on console, especially, and then you move over to Apex, the ADS was different for me. It was like more, it kind of, the ADS reminded me of like a Battlefield. Or a Battlefield, or like a Rainbow Six. You know what I mean? Like when you aim down, it's like that.
Yeah, whenever you run and it feels like the whole camera shifting, a lot of people want that taken out for competitive aspects. But there's an argument that it, adds a certain like immersion. But
is that what it is? Like the camera shaking as it?
Yeah,
goes?
it's a certain style. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but it is a certain style.
Right away, Battlefield comes to mind. It's like that grungy, like you're actually in the battlefield. And there's some games that that does work, but when
Titanfall, it does really well in Titanfall.
Titanfall is really good, but I was actually going to say a game like Titanfall when it could be like Apex, but maybe that type of style goes good. To me, that style worked well with Battlefield because the art was like, yeah, you're in the battlefield, like you're in World War II, whatever the case may have been. Apex, the art is like, this could be a comic book, this could be a cartoon. And then when you have that grungy style and you're walking around with a robot with a fucking parrot on the shoulder, it can be weird. And right away when I was running, I was like, oh, it's like this type of style. And that made my friend Jagger not play a little bit. My friend Jagger was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, some people don't like it.
No.
I really think, though, another thing, so like a lot of people don't like PUBG because it's too realistic. A lot of people don't like Fortnite because it's too, like cartoonish, childish. I think Apex found a nice balance of this could be out of a comic book. This could be like a live action. Like it can feel like both. And
I hope they do cinematics like Fortnite and stuff.
They have one already. They do have one already.
Oh yeah.
They did one on release.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job with it. But I mean, they gotta keep releasing stuff. I know they're taking it slow before season 1, but updates on the series.
So when is season 1 coming out? Did they just say, or
they said March? So they did the update 2 days ago. They did the update 2 days ago, and they were like, "Yeah, we know. We're sorry. Like, it's coming, but it still needs a lot of work." So
don't worry.
It'll be like the end of March.
Don't worry, it's coming. No, I cannot wait to see how far Apex goes. Like because now I'm curious. Now when it comes to like battle royales, now I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this rolls out. How do you think it's gonna roll out though? How do you think it's gonna upheld, especially you being in the heart of it? How do you like you being Jack, not even just Jack the Bus, just you playing as a person? Well, like, how do you think this game in like a year's time? Where do you see this game?
It all depends on the developers, and all depends on
them
updating the game, them adding legends, limited time modes, listening to community. That's everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
It just many people do not get how much of the faults that happen in games, of course, comes from the developers. People want to blame it on, oh, you're not playing right. You're not using that right. You're not playing the game for what it's supposed to be. But then people are saying, especially when it comes to Call of Duty, because since I'm in the heart of that, it's like, no, how would we know what a good game mechanic is when you're not making one?
Yeah.
Like, you're the one fucking it up. How will we even be able to put our opinion on a great game mechanic and we say, oh, it's good? How will we know that if we don't get something good from you guys?
There's a phase. There's a phase. Once the game drops, it's like, okay, this is really dope. And then once that phase is over, it's up to the developers. Like, I think, in my opinion, that's what happened with Black Ops 4. It dropped, and it was like, okay, this is dope. New Call of Duty, and it can stand on its legs until the developers just don't do anything. I say anything. They've added stuff, but not enough, I guess.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting for sure. I hope it succeeds.
I hope it's... listen, man, especially just because you're involved in it, just because a lot of my friends love it, I hope it succeeds. I hope it stays. One thing I hope it don't do, I hope it also doesn't take that patience where it will start to feel like neglect. Where it'll start to feel like, all right, we're 2 months in. We're 2 months in. You told me 2 months ago. Come on, let's go. Kind of can be like what it feels like right now with DLCs and Call of Duty. Nice little transition. DLC 2, man. Even though Jack, I'm not expecting you to give
Isn't
me a
it
lot
like
of
a week
info.
or 2 weeks away?
It's supposed to be
March
26th.
March
DLC
26th.
2 is supposed to be coming for Zombies because the only way we made that assumption is that we got a post from Xbox and like the same picture, the same map layout we got for PS4. That one said April. So if you do the math, now it's a week after PS4 gets it, so a week after we go to April. The last Tuesday is the 26th.
And stuff usually releases on Tuesdays.
Yeah, so that's what people are saying, March 26th. And first of all, hey man, I'm not as far away as you, Jack, at mindset with Call of Duty right now. I'm not gonna lie, because like we spoke off podcast, it's hard to find, and I'll try not to like categorize a lot around Call of Duty, since we can all talk about it, but just in general with content, because if I go off what I'm seeing right now with Call of Duty, which is a March 26th a DLC 2 release date, and that's gonna be a chaos map, I'm not excited. Like I'm excited.
Now you're like, all right, DLC 3 and 4 is there. I don't even care about DLC 2.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know we're getting Ether DLC 3 and 4, which that right now, the whole Zombies community, the reason why we're holding on right now, like we have our grips on the tight fucking panic right now, is because of that information we got with knowing that the Ether maps are going to finalize the Black Ops 4 season. Here's what Blundell said in the beginning of everything going on with Call of Duty, before the Black Ops 4 reveal event. He literally stated that this game, this Zombies mode, is going to be the biggest year of splitting the community. And let me tell you something. He was fucking right.
He was right. Yeah.
He pinpointed what he... You know what's funny, though? Now, can people, learn to say, maybe they have a fucking plan? Maybe they have a plan, Jack.
It shows you where their mentality is at, though. If they're like, okay, we gotta tell them that 3 and 4 are Ether, because they're losing their minds out here. They're like, okay, we just gotta tell them. Chaos is ending. You got Ether and 3 and 4.
But what if they, he even said in the beginning, it's gonna split the community. You guys are not gonna like me. You guys are gonna want to kill me. You guys are gonna want to come down to Treyarch Studios, that glass fucking building, and throw pebbles at it. You're gonna want to do it. And you know what? We didn't believe him. We were like, no, how dare you? What are you
we'll
saying
always love Treyarch Zombies.
We're gonna love Chaos Zombies. This year's my year. This year's my fucking year, Jack.
This year's my year.
And then we all got excited. We all had our finger up our asses.
Our goals for our channel.
We all tweeted out our goals, our sub goals, And it was like, and I was like, and me, I was like, yeah, sure, the Treyarch love, the Treyarch feel, it's never gonna leave. But it comes with you got to get the vaccine at the end of the day. It all comes at a price.
What a great.
And and we all feel it now. We all feel it. We all know what he meant.
I'll play DLC too for sure. I have the season pass. I'll play it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of
that's
another Dead of the Night.
It is, Jack, and I'm stating it here. How is it not going to be? What? How is it not going to be another 2-week and done map? I need to know. I'm going to ask that question. How is it going to be how not is it going to be a 2-week and done map?
But then that goes for us to ask what made the Rise and Drock not a 2-week and done map.
And then we can talk about it. The 4 bows. We wanted to play.
And it's just something that indescribable.
We wanted to play that map because we couldn't use the 4 bows in another map. We can say the same thing about the the gun in Dead of the Night, but it's a fucking pistol. It's a pistol that shoots blue sperm. That's what it is. It's a blue pistol that.
So you think it has a lot to do with the wonder weapons? You think that's what has a lot to do with the replayability?
I think it's about having features that you can't get on another map. Tell me things you can do on Dead of the Night that you can't get on Voyage of Despair. Besides using a different wonder weapon.
You can get jumped on by vampires that make you not
Different-
want to play the game.
That doesn't in my book. That's that. Even though yeah, that's an answer. In my book, though, that is not a different feature that somebody
Yeah.
wants to go to. You're
I
gonna
know what
want
you mean.
You're gonna want to go to that map to kill just a different boss zombie. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't go to
Yeah.
play Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 2. I didn't go to play Mob of the Dead specifically to kill Brutus. I played Mob of the Dead because I wanted to use the Hell's fucking Redeemer. I wanted to use the when that was good the acid the gat. I wanted to use that.
You go to Die Rise to use a Sliquifier.
You go to Die Rise to use a Sliquifier. That map was a shithole. That should have been the representation of what my life looked like there in Black Ops fucking whatever the fuck.
2.
Two,
But it had the Sliquifier.
But it had the Sliquifier, so people played it. I'm not saying it's all about the Wonder Weapons. I'm saying it's having that
It has
one
a lot to
thing,
do with it.
having that one thing, saying I want to go on Call of the Dead because I want to use the what's that sniper, the Wonder Weapon sniper on Call of Dead.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Scavenger.
Scavenger.
It's a scavenger. I want to use a
Yeah,
scavenger.
the Scavenger.
Even though it's shit. VR11, you gotta use it. If you're a
But
zombie
like,
player,
and
you
then,
gotta
but
use
like
it.
that map has George. Like it has these very specific
Exactly, it
features.
has different things you want to play, and every single map in Black Ops 3 had that. The KT-4 reminded you of the Sliquifier used it. It was such a unique wonder weapon. You had the Dirage Duck with the 4 bows, remind you of the staff, such unique wonder weapons. You
Shadows
had
of Evil, the Wonder Weapon.
Shadows of Evil,
Probably one of the
Apothecary
best
Servant,
wonder
one of the
weapons.
best,
Yeah.
exactly, one of the best wonder weapons right now in the Call of Duty's storyline.
Build the swords. I mean,
Exactly. It's just the fact, Jack, that I do not want to hop on these maps no more because it's not like okay. Let's if you think about it, 9 has the Scorpion wonder weapon. Okay, all right, you're gonna be with
and
that a
9's
little
probably
bit.
the best map on Black Ops 4 right now.
9, without a doubt. Voyage of Despair wonder weapon. Okay, but what is that wonder
What
weapon?
else?
though? It's a big shotgun. Doosh.
But what else besides the main Easter egg? What else can
Exactly.
you do?
Exactly. There's
It has no personality.
And then you can answer the same question. What can you do on a map even like Zetsubo no Shima? What can't you do in Zetsubo no Shima? Get the golden bucket. You can go and work on your you can work on what you call it. You can work on KT4.
Or
You can,
KT4.
yeah, you can get different you can do different planting. Planting.
And that's arguably the worst
Zetsubo-
map in Black Ops 3, but there's still more to do.
The planting. That's a mechanic I was talking about, Jack.
There's a side boss, the giant spider. A side boss.
The giant spider, even though the werewolf in Dead of the Night, it's a boss zombie. That's different. It's the main.
It's
thing
just
you
a
got-
bigger zombie.
Exactly, and the way we started this little discussion here is tell me how Ancient Evil, that's the map of DLC 2, how is Ancient Evil going to bring something that they need, in my opinion, the Ancient Evil needs to bring a different transportation device. It needs to bring a different transportation device. Don't give me a fucking zip line with a goatee
Or
on
Wonder
it.
Weapons, at least.
We need now. We need a map before Wonder Weapons. I feel like now we need a map where you go.
Especially with the end of Chaos.
They need to stop doing things different. They need to go back to their roots a little bit. Now's the time where all the hotheads in Treyarch that was saying, let's change the game up, let's bring them something they've never seen before. Now's the time they need to sit down and say, hey, that might have backfired a little bit. Now let's settle down and go back to our roots. That's what they need. Man, Jack, and further out in the podcast, I know we all talk about Call of Duty and stuff like that, and I'll try to, categorize things so we're not all about zombies, all about Call of Duty and stuff, since we are now branching off to, a lot more different games. But, it's just certain stuff, and now let's bring this back to, just in general gaming related. Having a situation like Black Ops 4 and the DLCs and stuff like that leads you to play other games, which is why I feel like right now we're seeing a lot more people within the Call of Duty community play different games. It's the fact that the different, and like you said before, people are asking the questions, what am I grinding for in Apex? Currently, what do you play Apex? Right now, what do you play?
That's one of the main arguments is there's not enough to grind for.
So when
and
you
that's why
play
everybody's
Jack,
looking for Season 1.
Jack, just go for wins, or what?
Yeah, it still has that effect though because it's so new. It still has that effect whenever you win games. It's like, oh yeah, let's go. Like I mean, we gotta win. If you win in Fortnite now, it's like dope.
No, yeah.
It's been 2 years.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this problem that Black Ops 4 is having right now is happening in Black Ops 4, which is having people within Black Ops 4 make the statement that the community is dying, Jack.
I don't think it's
community's
as
dying.
much the community is dying. I think the community is still there. I just think that community has no reason to play that game.
Which leads me to one of the final points of this podcast, which is Black Ops 3 Zombies community versus Black Ops 4 Zombies community. There has been tweets that has been, been
I missed the
breaking.
Black Ops 3 Zombies community.
Ben Codename Pizza tweeted out that. Cade, COD Zombies tweeted out that. So when I saw people tweeting out that, and that's when Reddit started having a conversation after that, then I want to talk about it for a little bit. I'm actually making a video on it. I want to, and this will help me kind of organize my arguments a little bit. Jack, I feel the biggest thing that people are saying Black Ops 4 Zombies community, or just the Zombies community now is dead. Jack, the first week of ZWL, the stream happened. Now, Jose called me before the ZWL, and he said, hey, we're not going to worry about donations. We're not going to worry about how many views we get because, it's a we're doing this as a trial. It's first week. Get the word out. First of all, people, thank you. We raised over $800 the first week, which was really, really cool. We didn't expect that at all, so that's why we were really shocked about that. And the chat, man, you can even see, you can hear me in the live stream say, man, it's brutal out there. It was brutal. You looking at the chat and ZWL and MC Sports Talk's channel and ZWC's channel.
Saw a lot of toxicity.
You look at the chat, it's a lot of like, man, who is this guy, or like who are these people anymore, like what's zombies, like what's going on with the community. And somebody like a diehard zombie fan, like a Greg FPS, or like Glitching Queen, who just keeps playing and keeps posting and stuff like that, they're still religiously like they were in Black Ops 2. It makes you, and they would say right away, oh, you just don't play the game, you're not playing, you don't understand what it is. But Jack, it's really, I'm trying to put my finger on what people mean when they say the community's dead, but straight out, it's the fact that not a lot of creators, not a lot of the big guys are playing it no more. And since
community is there.
Since they see that, they automatically assume the community's dead.
Yeah, now, it's a lot of bandwagon.
One of the main arguments I'm going to make in the video is, if just because you don't see Noah J streaming, does that mean nobody else is streaming zombies in the world? Just because Ninja isn't streaming Fortnite today, Fortnite community dead today?
I mean, that's always going to be the over-exaggeration of stuff. Like,
that's
Ninja streamed Apex for 2 weeks straight.
I don't mean to cut you off, but that's what I'm trying to say, though. Every single person who has that argument is the over-dramatic person.
Saying a game is dying or is dead is a very toxic statement. Unless it's like you're talking about like H1Z1, which had like 40 viewers total on Twitch the other day.
Yeah.
That game is dead. Well, not anymore because they revamped it and they like rebooted it. But like a game isn't dead or dying. Like it loses popularity. Like it's like a very, like I said, it's a very toxic mindset. Yeah. It's a very toxic mindset. And I think way too many people rely on being like when Apex came out, everyone's like, oh, rip Fortnite. Fortnite's dead. It's like, no, Fortnite's not dead. Rip Blackout. Blackout's dead. There's still this niche group of people that play everything. I
was watching Optic, I don't know if you know him, Optic TP this morning on Twitch. He just had 10,000 subs playing. He's a Blackout streamer.
Yeah. There's always going to be a niche group.
I am loving, I still from the day it came out, love Blackout. I'm still playing, hello, bada bingo, hello, it's Black Ops 4 right there. I'm playing Black Ops 4. It's happening, people. I'm playing the game. But just because you're not seeing Noah J sucks a Misty titty that nobody's playing zombies, no.
Yeah.
People are playing zombies.
It's like, oh, old school RuneScape is dead. It's been out for... But like, there's a group of people that play old school RuneScape. There's everything.
We can all agree that the numbers of how many playing are not there as of lately. But you can say the same thing about people who people can argue that Black Ops 2 was the best Call of Duty in the recent years that have came out. If you look at the numbers of the amount of people who bought Black Ops 2 compared to the amount of people who bought the Modern Warfare, you can say Black Ops 2 was a dead Call of Duty game.
I'm pretty sure more people bought Black Ops 4 than Black Ops 2.
You can say more people. You can say Black Ops 2 is a dead Call of Duty. No, that's dead.
Yeah, get on the Black Ops 2 servers. No one's playing it because it's a new installment of the game.
You can even still find lobbies of Black Ops 2. You can probably find more lobbies of Black Ops 2 than you can in Advanced Warfare. Jack?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And it's on the
That's
360
wild.
one Alex.
It was a good multiplayer though, arguably.
Well, yeah, now because Black Ops 2 is backwards compatible on Black Ops 1, but still.
That's right.
Still though, you fucking you gotta put the game into this. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, I'm sweating now, Jack. I'm sweating. That's why
Yeah.
I said before, I love the podcast. This is my therapy, and I haven't had my therapy in a long time. So
Talk to
now we're here.
doctor.
Now we're here, man. Now
Yeah,
we
no,
are
I'm
here.
just. It's always been an annoying statement. I see it in Twitch chats and stuff. It's like, oh, Jack, you're playing Apex now. Is Fortnite dying? Are you hopping? Shut up! Just go play what you want, man. Like, I'm enjoying this game, so let me enjoy it. It's like, dude, it's kind of like relates back to that, like, oh, Noah J turned his back on the zombies community.
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's playing what he enjoys. Like, piss off, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god, who said it? It wasn't a biggie, it was one of my friends said it. I think it was my friend Nick. He was friend to my old high school. My friend Nick, he texted me yesterday, and he was like, are you playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 like a lot? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, I'm playing here and then, like, especially now with ZWL and stuff, I'm playing a lot of zombies. He's like, he goes, you want to play with me? So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll hop on. He then tells you, he goes, I can't hop on right now, but I just gotta ask you something about the game. I'm like, what do you want to ask me? He goes, do they still love the fans? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean it's Call of Duty still love the fans? I'm like, I guess so. And then he goes,
What kind of question is that?
He goes, I'm hearing that they're making you pay for red dots now. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He goes, that's what makes it. Do they hate us or something? I'm like, no. I'm like, if you want to buy a certain one, yeah, they make you pay for it. But I'm like, not just all the red dots. He goes, motherfucker, what's happening, man? Because that's a person who's like a very casual player who picture a casual player coming.
They see like one news line or something.
Seeing 4 grip, 500 fucking COD points. Like 4 grip, I can't put a 4 grip on my gun until 500 COD points. Imagine that, man. Woo.
I'll tell you what, there's people that read like one news line, and that's their mindset for the rest of everything else. Or not gonna succeed. I'll tell you what.
What happened lately? What was that T-Series? They made a video. Now they're desperate or something.
Oh, the head of T-Series. Yeah,
He made a video.
He made a video. He's like, we're almost the #1 subscribed, and we need your help to
They're
make
getting
India
desperate,
win.
man. They're seeing PewDiePie. Oh my god, do you hear what happened?
No.
I'm not laughing. Everyone out there with the Me Too movement, calm your fucking balls. I'm not laughing at this. But it's something you just gotta ask yourself, like, how far is this going?
What happened?
There was like a World War II memorial or something, or World War II, something to resemble World War II, or like show, peace of it, whatever. And I think it got like graffitied and like all PewDiePie advertisement stuff.
Oh my god.
Bro. People are going so far with it. I'm not even sure there's a story yet. Vinny told me like this like an hour ago about this. Like, oh my god, he's rich.
Yeah.
Like, I'll even look it up just to be.
There's a
sure.
new post every day on PewDiePie's subreddit of people like printing like mass cards of subscribe to PewDiePie with QR codes and stuff.
Yeah, no,
it's wild. It's turning into like a movement, but it's like the best channel promotion I've ever seen in my life. Like accidental channel advertisement to where you get your own fans so involved with subscribing to you that they want other people to subscribe to you. It's wild, man. It's mass marketing like at its finest.
It happened in Brooklyn.
Did it really? Your own people. Man, you guys are wild.
First of all, my dog's crying. Coco! What's happening? What's popping? Alright. Wow. Okay.
Do we have an article?
Yeah, Brooklyn World War II Memorial defaced with call to subscribe to controversial YouTuber PewDiePie.
Controversial.
What a fucking title!
What site is that?
Huh? Oh,
what site is that?
NBC.
Nah, that makes sense.
NBC New York. Brooklyn World War II Memorial defaced with call to subscribe to controversial YouTuber PewDiePie.
How bad was it?
A plea...
Was it like posters or
I'm not
graffiti
seeing pictures.
Posters.
Let me see.
He didn't even take pictures.
I'm not seeing pictures. Let me just read this. A quote described the PewDiePie have been repeatedly scrolled on the World War II Memorial in Brooklyn's Cadman Plaza. Don't know what the fuck that is. The YouTuber has over 88 million subscribers and is known for making controversial and racial comments. He's not known for
I see it,
making
yeah.
controversial and racist comments, you fucking Momo.
It's because of the one time he
Several
said.
of PewDiePie's past videos have included Nazi imagery and jokes.
Oh, it's not. It's not even extremely bad. I mean, I'm not like saying it's a good thing they did that, but
No.
like that doesn't. Not that bad.
Oh, I see where they wrote it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like in the bottom left. It looks like it was like chalk. I don't know if that was even.
All right, it's not. You know what it looks like? It's not even spray paint. It looks like someone took a key and like on the concrete and
it
just
looks like chalk or something. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad.
You know what this literally is? This is a fucking kid who probably looked at this, probably was
He's like, ooh, blank canvas.
probably was brain dead, and probably didn't even know. Like, probably honestly didn't even know. Like, oh, what is it? Oh, World War II Memorial?
Yeah, yeah, no, man, but it's just like funny when you think about it. Like PewDiePie's relevance has. I wonder if Google Trends will show us anything.
I typed in PewDiePie World War II Memorial Vandalism, R. Kelly, and Michael Jackson.
Dude, can you believe that about R. Kelly?
Yeah, man. R. Kelly, listen to me. He's one disgusting motherfucker, R. Kelly. Here's my two things. I'm going to say one thing about each of the arguments of the Michael Jackson documentary and the R. Kelly documentary. Ready, Jackie boy? You ready?
I'm ready.
R. Kelly,
I'm ready.
disgusting motherfucker. 2, Michael Jackson documentary. He's fucking dead. Let him rest in peace. Done.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, if he touched you, I understand there were trials and stuff, and he was alive about that stuff. I'm not sure exactly what the trials were, but I think it was about molestation, whatever the fuck. I know he did go through a lot of controversy when he was alive about touching Macaulay Culkin's ball sack or something, or whatever the hell he did. Listen, I am a huge believer in once that person's dead, why try to bring it back up? He's dead. He's dead.
I think it's still important to talk about,
It's
though.
still important to talk about it, but for you to go on the news and say, I did this to, like, show, like I did this for me, and I did this to get this off my chest. You know how many years you had to get this off your chest when you could have actually sat down a face-to-face talk with the guy, maybe? If you caused so much of this uproar, you don't think even in court they would be together in court? They had so many times to work with this Michael Jackson situation that I just feel like, listen, the people who did, the victims or whatever the hell, if they even are victims at the point, listen, do I believe it? Do I not believe it? At this point, I'm on a neutral ground. Whatever evidence gets shown up about this thing, you know, the maid recently came out, did an interview. I watched that interview with the maid. The maid was saying how she found, like, little boys' underwear in the beds and the jacuzzi sometimes, man. Like, there are stories that...
Because I've never been in that position, though.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I can't say, like, oh, I would have said something, because I've never been in that position where that's happened to me and I could have told people. But I don't know. I don't know if discrediting them is good enough, because
I don't know, man.
you don't know what they've been through.
I don't exactly. So it's hard for me also to put a lot of answers to it. But I'm trying to, like, for example, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the best way to compare it possible. I have no clue how to compare it, but it's like if you are holding on to a secret. Let's just say if you're holding on to a secret and you know that secret could hurt someone, but that person, I don't know. But it's like the majority of the I don't know if you see the documentary. Did you watch it?
I have not.
I didn't watch the full thing either, but I saw, like, snippets of it, and I saw most of the interviews, people who got interviewed that they're saying Michael Jackson did molest kids and stuff. It's a lot of arguments that he would just, you know, even stories you may know. He hung around kids in Neverland. He slept with them. Now the maid saying that he used to find, like, them, you know, their underwear and jacuzzi in his bed. They would be naked. Like, first and foremost, if all that stuff is true, though, that is fucking disgusting. Like, even to be, but the main thing I'm trying to say is, though, like, to make it as much as an uproar, because after he died, there were jokes about him and little boys. There was stories about him and little boys. These things were spoken about after he passed away. But for this to go this far, the R. Kelly thing, go as far as you fucking want, because that guy's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. And he's alive to talk to about it and so he can face his, you know, so he can, you know, be punished for it. Michael Jackson.
I think it's crazy that R. Kelly was so mad. Like
that
he
interview,
has a
yeah.
case for himself whenever there's literal like video evidence against him. It like frustrates me that
Oprah called
he
that
feels
lady.
like he feels like he's allowed to get mad. He's not allowed to get mad.
Oprah
No.
called that lady who did the interview. She was like, "Is
Yeah,
you okay?
she sat there. Yeah.
Do you need help?
Yeah,
okay?
she.
Did he touch you?"
That picture of him like standing up yelling, and she's just like. She
Well,
said she wasn't fazed by it.
Fucking somebody put on Twitter the best R. Kelly caption goes to Wiz Khalifa when he goes, "When you're too high and your friends keep trying to pass you down, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm surviving my life. I'm trying to
And they're
survive
just
my
like-
life." And I was like, Jesus, Wiz Khalifa.
If anyone knows, it's Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz fucking Khalif. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, folks, this has been the It Is What It Is podcast. We were supposed to have Dark Crafts on for a fan episode, but you know, stuff happens, I guess. You know, maybe he got caught in traffic behind a My Pillow bus.
At 4 p.m.
Who knows? Maybe a My Pillow truck got him stuck on the highway or something.
Why
Well,
my pillow?
You wanna know why? Funny.
I have one.
Does it work?
It's okay. I mostly like use it to like whenever like you know
First of all,
do you
Jack,
use like
you
a
don't
pillow.
sleep, so what are we talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
What are we talking about? You don't use
I
that
feel
My
personally
Pillow.
attacked.
You don't feel
No,
that
but
My
like,
Pillow.
do you use a pillow to like put your arm around or something to support you? That's what I use it for. Here, I'll get it.
Alright, people that don't know, Jack dry humps that pillow to no return. That My Pillow, Jack. How many feathers that My Pillow have when you got it to now?
Never mind. I don't know where it is.
Wow. So the reason why I brought up My Pillow is because I was watching a commercial with that molesting guy with that molester mustache who looks like
Yeah.
he's
The,
the one
like,
who should be in a Michael
spokesperson.
Jackson documentary. He looks like a fucking child predator. You kidding me?
We should do some investigations on my pillow.
Walking with that mustache with the My Pillow.
He's just cheesy.
The commercial was a couple looking in the bathroom mirror, and the other side of the bathroom mirror is the My Pillow guy. They look in the mirror, they see the guy. Are you the My Pillow guy? That's not what I would be saying if
Dude, I would be like, what are you doing here?
I'd be like, shh, you're the fucking My Pillow guy. I wouldn't be saying, you're the My Pillow guy.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be saying, get the fuck off my property, you My Pillow motherfucker.
If you just see some random stranger in your mirror, yeah, there's no way.
My Pillow, soon gonna be my homicide. Get out of my
Bro,
property.
Dwayne the Rock. I could be in my bathroom. I could see Dwayne the Rock Johnson in my mirror. I'd be like, "What are you doing in my house?"
Oh, that you see that Elon Musk, Dwayne Johnson love tweet they
Yes.
sent
Yeah,
each
it was
other?
terrifying.
Great, man. Great love. Great love, man. Great love. Great love. Jack the Bus, I would really be, you know, now's the first time I'm asking you this question, and I'm pretty sure now you're going to give me an answer. Jack,
Oh,
what
no.
can we expect for you in the future? Because previously, I would never get an answer from you. Well, Jack, what should we be expecting from you in the future?
Going on vacation tomorrow, but I have like 3 or 4 uploads ready.
How
or
long are you on
3,
for, by
I
the way?
think.
A week?
Hmm?
How long are you on
Till
for?
Thursday.
Very nice,
Till Thursday.
Jack. Very nice.
So I will be back for the next podcast. Yeah, man. Just gonna hopefully, dude. If season 1 starts while I'm gone, I'm gonna be so pissed. Like you don't understand how mad I'm gonna be.
Bro, do what's that guy in LA? The live streaming, the IRL live stream. What's that guy's name?
On God, I'm taking my laptop. I'm gonna make something happen.
Get the selfie stick. Can I see a
Yeah,
chest?
Ice Poseidon. Yeah.
Yes, Ice Poseidon, that shit, man. Just go. Oh my God! How about maybe you can do this, Jack? How about you go to your vacation, right? You bring all your equipment with you, okay?
Everything. Okay.
You don't go outside for the vacation. You make
Yes.
videos during vacation.
Excellent.
You
Yes.
tweet out that you're making vids on vacation to show that you're a hard worker and stuff like that. And then you come back home and then play season 2. Play
relax.
season 1. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, genius plan.
Jack.
Genius plan.
Jack, all right. So that's it. After the vacation, you'll be back, and the more Apex videos
Back to work.
you'll be pumping out. Folks, on my side, I got ZWL. 1 week left of ZWL. The semifinals, which is I cannot.
You better take it all, or I'm gonna be pissed.
Man, it's gonna be hard, okay? Because I can't say who I can tell you after, but I can't say publicly who we're facing against and what the challenge is yet. But the person we are up against has a reputation
It's gonna be rough.
know a thing or two. But you know what though? It isn't a competitor where we're like, oh fuck, we're fucked. So
Wait, so it's not Greg's team.
so you know, it could be not Fortnite. It could be No Thumbs Crew. It could be Veska's team. FNL Chat. That's the best name of the whole thing.
Yeah, I like
FNL
that name.
Chat. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when we won the first week, when we won the classified first room, sick match because it came down to like we had to play again. We hopped back into it. And he was doing a dance when he thought he won, but he celebrated too early, my friend. Best celebrated too early. He was doing a dance, so when I won, I was like, Turbo on key! Turbo on key! And I was like, Brooklyn Bombers on key!
Then the disrespect.
I was like, Feliz cumpleaños, zombie!
You said happy birthday to the zombie?
Happy birthday, zombies, yeah. But
I take Spanish, you know.
Yeah. Jack, I got something to say.
Oh, no.
I am gonna start seriously learning how to play the piano soon.
Really?
It's
Queen, isn't it? It's because of Queen, isn't it?
Before the end of the summer, Jack, I will be able to play Bohemian Rhapsody
It's
on
because
the
of Queen.
piano. And I am telling you for a fact, the moment I learn how to play do
you have a piano, or are you gonna get one?
No, I don't have one, but I will be getting one. The one that goes like not like the fucking like the orchid one that goes in your.
I can't wait to call you one day and just see this giant like grand piano
where
in the
Money
back
Bags
of your
is. We're gonna put the
with your tree on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. You're like, yeah, Jack. I took out like 3 loans. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I found these glasses, by the way, and these glasses have a funny story. You know what? I'll tell you another podcast. What a great story to tell another podcast because we're getting too long here. But no, yeah, for me it's ZWL. We have one more week of ZWL, which is the semifinals and the finals. Hopefully we win the ZWL week season 1. What other videos I have? The short videos I got. I have a talking about Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, Zombies community, comparing them and trying to talk about the arguments made. I have a video about Zombie Stereotype 2, which you saw during the break of ZWL. I did another one of that, so you'll be seeing Zombie Stereotype 2. I am also working on After the Edit, which is a new series that's coming out March 20th on SoundCloud, which is just by me. It's going to be simply a storytelling slash one-man podcast. You know, I'm trying not to categorize that as a one-man podcast, but you know, it's basically going to be a storytelling
It's only
series.
on SoundCloud?
It will only be on SoundCloud for now. However, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing, since it's going to be an only audio series, a week later, when an episode goes up audio only, a week later, the visual episode will go up the next week.
Can't
so
wait.
that is going to be the format for After the Edit. I have some great things from Fiverr that just came in. That's gonna be very cool stuff. I gotta give a big shout out to my man. I'll get his details, guys, in the description. I gotta give my man. I think his name's Barry, who did the radio intro. Man, woo!
Sound
Man,
good?
It's something, man. It's something. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me here. The podcast is back every single Saturday right here on the channel, and Jack the Bus is twitch.tv/JackTheBus.
Mm-hmm.
People, Jack, you want to close it out, man? I'll let you close it out. Say whatever you got to say.
I have a little bit of motivation.
Yep.
Don't be like Turbo. Take your Christmas trees down. Good night, everyone.
It's Money Bags. Look at the detail.
It's a tree that lights up.
It has a rainbow. It has a gold. Look at the shamrock lights it got around the zombie bottles. You see that? You got a
Turbo.
You got a nice hat.
Hey, Turbo. Does it have branches? Does it have branches, Turbo?
It may be a Christmas tree, Jack. Listen to me. Listen to me. Guys, I will be... Jack, it's not going down. You know what I'm doing, right?
Whatever you say. I don't know what you're doing. That's the thing.
So this is going to be for St. Patrick's Day. Then Easter's going to come.
Nice.
Then 4th of July.
Yes, exactly.
So it'll decorate.
So it's a seasonal tree.
That's what I'm trying to say,
Except
Jack.
they don't exist.
Jack, what am I all about? Originality, creativity, and doing shit nobody else have done. Thank you for proving my motherfucking point about the tree!
I'm still not My mind hasn't been changed. Good night, everyone.
You know, I didn't want to pull this out, Jack, but I'm gonna go with the.
I already did the intro. You're threatening me over nothing.
I'm coming to Texas.
Or the
Jack.
outro. Listen, man.
I'll
We
be
got guns.
Michonne in this motherfucker.
You guys have swords in Brooklyn? We have guns in Texas.
I can't even hear you.
I could have said
All the
anything.
trash you want now about my tree, money bags.
Still doesn't work. Doesn't work.